What if I told you the greatest basketball player of all time isn't Jordan, or even a human? What if I told you a man's ambition is his demise? What if I told you a man's dream becomes his nightmare? I am Robert Wallen, ESPN correspondent, and tonight I have a story to tell you, America. This interview is more than a mere story or recollection. It is real, raw, and jarring to the bone. It is May 15th, 2015, and it is a full moon.
So tell me how you got here.
This has been years in the making. Never in my life have I had so much regret. It all started so perfectly. I was so arrogant then. I was a star basketball player for the New York Knicks, a point guard. Life was good. I was young and carefree. But I tore my ACL and MCL. I could never play basketball again. The loss of basketball was devastating. It was my whole life, my whole soul.
That must have been tough on you. How did you cope?
My coping is my downfall. I strive to create the greatest basketball player of all time, the perfect player, defender, and shooter. Everything that I couldn't be. But what I created instead was disastrous and must never be seen by the light of day.
Can you tell me what happened?
It was my favorite day of the year, the NBA draft, and I knew this would be the perfect time to create the ideal player. As soon as the first team was on the clock, I spurred into action. I went to the morgue. I was in a dark place, you see, and collected various body parts from the tallest, most athletic of the recently deceased. I went home and pieced the parts together. He was gigantic. I won't tell you how he came to life, though. No one must ever know this deepest, darkest secret.
You have to tell me. You've succeeded in reanimation.
I mustn't. That is not the issue here. It is this travesty of a monster I created. When I woke up, I realized I had created a wretch.
Well, what was wrong with him?
He was disgusting. Not only was he hideous to look at, but he had such an awful stench about him. He was soaked in sweat. I was so repulsed that I threw him out of my house. He ran away clumsily.
That's horrible. Did you ever run into him again?
Ha! He ran into me. In fact, he found me. He was as hideous as ever. At first he wanted to talk to me. I was reluctant, but eventually I agreed to hear him out. His story was, shall we say, both interesting and disturbing.
What we are about to show you highlights the major events of the creation story, as relayed to us by Victor.
See that.
Monster!
Stop making air balls!
He was very well spoken for such a stinking wretch. He spoke of regretting his cruelty and expressed remorse. He didn't want to dunk on small children anymore. He requested something of me. I won't lie. He was very convincing. He asked me to create a team for him so he could finally fit in. At first I was hesitant. I was afraid of introducing more wretches into society. But then I thought that if I made him a team, he would stop bullying others and simply play good basketball. I agreed to his demands. The miserable wretch was so happy for once. He left me to my own devices then.
Did you do as he asked?
I did at first. I created folders like him. They would have been basketball gods.
Would have?
I got cold feet. He was there that night, watching me. Seeing his miserable face, it was that I simply couldn't create former monsters and place them into society. A rush of pure hate, I tore apart the four others. The monster screamed, threatened to kill me. It was the last thing he did.
Well, you're still here, aren't you?
Yes, I'm still here, but he took my beloved brother William for mere revenge. After that, I became a shadow myself. I had been simultaneously running for this miserable monster and hunting him down. I feel like I've been to every basketball court in the land, looking for him. He's left clues for me to know that he's close. He's teased me, placing 4 basketballs in the middle of the court to remind me of my broken promise.
I've expended all of my energy. I'm dying, Walton. The only reason I did this interview is to tell my story, so no one can repeat my folly. I'll be gone soon, but he'll still be here, terrorizing the young ballers in the country. He has to be stopped. You have to stop him, Walton. When I die, it is up to you to finish him.
It is my deepest regret to inform you, America, that Victor Frankenstein has just passed away. We spoke for many nights, and I feel that he is truly remorseful for what he wrought upon the world. He passed away from exhaustion and decay after chasing his self-created monstrosity across the world. We would like to end this piece tonight by asking you, the viewers, to please contact the police if you see or hear about the monster in any capacity. Please, please, report if you hear this abomination. What's that? What are you doing here? Security! Security! Help! Help! Ah! No! No! What have I done? Miserable! Stupid! Evil wretch! I spent so much time hunting the man who gave me everything and took away everything. Seeing him here like this, I can't take it. This is my fault. I was too mean, too cruel. I took my fear of the world and turned it into anger. I crossed over and dunked on too many small children. I am a monster! My creator is gone! And it is all my fault! I took things too far.
Are you truly remorseful for all that you've done?
Yes, it's all my fault. There's only one solution for this. For me to go away and end it how I came in this world. On my own terms, on my own court. Never to return. Goodbye. What you have witnessed is almost unspeakable. The horror is too great. However, this story had to be told. Never again can we make the same mistakes as Victor. May he rest in peace, and may we never see such evil on our earth again. This is 30 for 30's Robert Wall, signing off. Good night, America.